is William from YouTube, and this is a response video to Dr. Umar Johnson. He came on the Breakfast Channel, and this last week he did some remarks, and then he did his own little YouTube vlog criticizing the Negro manosphere. He said that there's these 12 youtubians, as he would call them, that are coming after black women. Now, he didn't list who they were, so in this video I'm gonna come up with 12 of my top picks that he would be picking on. Now, he says these brothers are coming after black sisters, but really these are the 12 brothers of Red Pill Truth, telling about black females' behavior. And this all started, I guess this feud all started with Kevin Samuels and Umar Johnson. We have the Prince of Panhandling, Umar Johnson, who's always panhandling to black women and always coddling and always saying everything is right. And then you got the reality check of Kevin Samuels, who comes in, no, some of these sisters needs to be checked. Some of these sisters are delusional. Some of them are just aiming way too high, and when they bring nothing or they don't qualify. So let's start off with number one. We gotta give number one to Mumia Obsidian Ali, because he is the grandfather of all of this Negro manosphere knowledge of red pill truth when it pertains to black women. Now, there's a lot of brothers, a lot of people out there with red pill truth, a lot of speakers, but who specifically goes after and describes black women's behavior? And the person that really started this off to gain a lot of traction is Mumia Obsidian Ali. He even has the website Negro Manosphere, and a lot of the Negro Manosphere content creators came from him. Through his website, through his videos. He may not be the most popular, but he is one of, I would say, the originators of this black thought. The next person, number two, we gotta give it to the greatest of all time. And who is that? The father of the manosphere, who came through Mumia Obsidian Ali and really took that website and took it to a whole nother level. And we gotta give it to Oshay Duke Jackson. That's good, everybody. It's your boy, Oshay Duke Jackson. And on this episode, we're going to be talking about She's Hit the Wall, Yet Entitled. That's brother Oshay Duke Jackson. He's the one that's really has taken this to a plateau. He's had a lot of videos, a lot of interviews with a lot of these brothers who started off with maybe 1 to 2 views, just came into the ranks. He is the brother that really brought a lot of brothers into this. And, he specifically just focuses on black people in general. So I would say he's the greatest of all time. Out of all of the 12, I would say he's up there. He would be like number one. Now, number three was introduced by number two. And he's the one right now that everyone is talking about. We gotta talk about Kevin Samuels, the high volume man. The one that really has triggered the heart of Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Panhandling, the Prince of Pandering. This is the brother, I would say, out of all the brothers in the Negro Manosphere, he is the one that is actually, his spectrum of topics is very broad. You would see, like with Kevin Samuels, he's one of the few brothers that would actually talk to black women and actually have them come on his live. When you look at all the other brothers on the Negro Manosphere, a lot of them are just having conversation with other brothers. A lot of them really don't, try and talk to the opposite sex like Kevin Samuels. That's what makes him different, is that he's willing to put up with the smoke, he's willing to put up with the chat, he's willing to put up with the fight and the back talking whenever he does his daily night shows. And up to this day, I still don't understand why some of these sisters be coming on there 300 pounds with 5 children, over 35, and still asking if they can get a high value male. He's almost got the personality of Simon Cowell, you know, on the first day when they had the auditions for who American Idol. That's what it looks like every single day when he does his video. People coming over here think they can sing, or people who think they're entitled to high value male, but when you look at their proof, when you look at their product, it's like, oh man, it's all messed up. Why'd you even call? So this is the brother Kevin Samuels, who came through Oshay Jackson, which Oshay Jackson came through Mumia Obsidian Ali. Number 4. He's also in the Negro Manosphere. Not as popular as the other 3, but he's really going in on these hoes. We gotta talk about Black Man 313. I would say out of all of the brothers on here, he has the best voice. He has the best radio voice. You know, the topics are always about them hoes. So he really goes into talking about this whole behavior, and he's one of the first brothers to actually admit that he actually likes going out with these hoes, because you get these cheap sex. But that's what makes his videos so interesting, because he's really in the trenches. You know, he doesn't mind talking about these hoes because, you know, he's always going out with them anyways. So he knows their behavior. Now, another person that really knows their behavior would be our brother Minister Jap. Church check in. Our brother does not hold back on these single mothers. That's his speciality. The behavior of these single black mothers. He just goes in on them. And also his new, I guess he's gone from single mothers now to these old retired hoes, as he calls German shepherds. So now he's really going on these German shepherds and describing their behaviors. You see, they never thought in, you know, after the 1960s, when the single mother epidemic took off and it went from, you know, 15% of black women becoming single mothers to now becoming 70%. They never thought that 40, 50 years from now that there would be a group of brothers coming to check on these sisters, these single mothers. Now, these single mothers are now old and becoming German shepherds. They're upset, they're angry, and now their children are now coming after them. As you can see in the Negro Manosphere, all these children of single mothers are now coming after them and asking them all these questions about, why I never get to see my dad? Why did our dad run away? You have all these brothers now coming after them. So, Brother Minister Jack does not hold back. A lot of swearing, you know, it put me off with all the swearing, but I can understand why he's got all that fire. Our next brother doesn't bring as much fire as Minister Jap, but his focus is on a whole nother area really that is growing now. Solotv 84. That brother focuses on forget these sisters and let's go after these snow bunnies. You know, he wants more of the swirling. He's the first one to really admit that, you know, brothers need to start looking at other options. He's the one that's really big on these passport brothers, you know. So he's really taking it in another area. So he's got a little niche market where he said, forget these sisters, just go after these snow bunnies. Number 7, we have gonna be cooking with alpha male strategies. He's all about the pickup artist. He's not talking about no simping. When he talks about going on a date, he's talking about going on a coffee date where you get, you know, you tea, your coffee and your cookie, then you come back home and smash. He's not talking about spending $100, $200 going out on dates, multiple days, spending $1,000, and then finally you get a piece of the action. No, brother. With alpha male strategies, he's all about the pickup game. And this is pretty much like a new thing. He's really just coming just recently, but he's really coming in with a new niche where it's all about the pickup, all about, you know, smashing that night. And if you don't smash that night, forget her. She's not for you. And number 8, very entertaining, brother. Very entertaining. I know he doesn't really want to be, you know, just subjected to the manosphere. His topic, it really reaches out to all different race and ethnicities. But, you know, once in a while, you know, he'll throw in that little truth bomb with the black culture. And I would say Coach Greg Adams. Very entertaining, brother. You know, with him, he came through, you know, getting divorce, rape, as he talks about, and he talks about how the legal system is anti-male. You know, don't get married, no cohabitation. You know, the game is rigged against us, and he's just found a niche market that really, it's not only in the black community, but it really reaches out to all communities, because everybody's starting to notice this phenomenon about all these laws that have to do with divorce are outdated, and they're all slanted towards the female. And he's trying to tell brothers, all brothers, young brothers, even the old brothers coming in, before you get married, watch his videos before you get married, so you know what can happen to 60% of y'all that get married are gonna end up in divorce. So 60% of y'all should be watching his video at least before you get married. The next brother also, he started off in the Negro manosphere, and then he transcended into the red pill manosphere overall, and then he's really taking it to another level where he started with his own events. And I would say he's one of the hardest working brothers in the manosphere. One of the hardest. Other than Oshay Dude Jackson, this brother, work ethic, he takes this seriously like a job. Like from 8 to 8, this brother is working nonstop. You send a message, you get a response right away. Unlike the other brothers, if you send them a message through their Patreon, you'll probably never get a response. But with this brother, if you send a message, this brother will respond within 24 hours. And I'm talking about Donovan Sharpe, the Sharpe Reality. Over at least 1,000 videos. Every brother knows Donovan Sharpe. There's nobody that works harder than him, other than Oshay Dude Jackson, who's dropping videos every single day doing, you know, interviews. I would say number 1, number 2, the hardest working brothers is either Donovan Sharpe or Oshay Dude Jackson. I know they had their, you know, their disagreements, but both of them went their path, and they still did very well. Now, number 10. This guy is the OG. This guy came before Mumia Obsidian Ali. This brother did it before it was popular. This brother had so many channels canceled. He was probably the only brother that was really talking about this type of behavior that's being witnessed in black women. Tommy Sotomayor. And up to today, the brother is still doing videos. They have blacklisted this brother so many times. They have removed his channel. They have banned his IP. And the brother is still going in strong. That shows his work ethic. That shows, and he's got one of the best setups. If you look at his background and his setup, it would be either him or Donovan Sharpe, who have one of the best setups. You know, when they do the live stream, they got the scrolling camera, they got 2 cameras, they got all the sidebars and the multiple screens. Number 11 goes to Anthony Spade. He's really started a whole nother genre of the alpha male description. He's come up with this description of, I don't know if he came up with it, but he really developed the idea of being a Sigma male. the Sigma male is not really about going after women like that. He focuses more on work on yourself, you know, be the best that you can be, and the sisters will follow. He's also said that, you know, we really shouldn't do masturbation. Brothers just need to be by themselves, go into monk mode if they have to, and then work on themselves, and the sisters will come. And then he also talks about a lot of the media, world star hip hop videos, and what's going on. So really, he's really had a following. I would say he's done very well. He didn't go through any of the major channels like through the Negro Manosphere or through other brothers. I don't really see him do a lot of videos with other brothers or collaborating. He's just by himself, doing videos by himself. So to get up to over 150,000 subscribers without, you know, networking with other brothers, that is very hard to do. And number 12, recently these brothers had just started into the red pill. I would say a couple of months, but these brothers have brought in, interviewed probably most of the brothers in the red pill space, if it has to do with the Negro Manosphere or just the red pill in general. They have seen everyone, and also every night you'll see a bunch of women come on their show to prove the point of the red pill knowledge. This goes to the Fresh and Fit podcast, Myron Gaines and Fresh. Every day they're doing videos. They go out and they round up the women and they round up the men, and they go in and they just go on these topics. But very entertaining. I like the part when he kicks out these women when they act crazy. You know, if I had nothing else to do, I put on that show, put one of their videos, and it's always a guaranteed laugh. A guaranteed laugh. So if you're looking for something entertainment and you want to learn about the red pill knowledge, and very easy to hear and very light on the eyes, look at all those women. There's so many people sending in super chats simping. Look at these brothers just simping on super chat, asking if those women can come over to their place, and they're spending money and they're willing to do this and that. Even after all of that red pill truth, people are still super chatting all their simping ideas. Anyways, guys, those are the 12 YouTubians that I picked. If you had any others that you think should be on here, or if I missed anyone, please leave some comment down below. This one is on YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.